Why did I adopt a lifestyle around training? And why is this even important? First, let me describe what a lifestyle around training even looks like. Firstly, it's your daily choices that help you obtain your goal. This could be what you eat, when and how long you sleep, time of day you train, how long your schedule is, and basically how you adopt everything around your schedule. Someone who focuses on their end goal will be more consistent than someone who focuses on short term achievements. Basically, knowing why you are training will make it a lot easier to build a lifestyle around training than just focusing on that short term goal. Not that that's a bad thing, but if you know long term why you are training, say you have a health issue and you want to live as healthy as you can for as long as you can, is way more motivating than just a short term goal of uh, getting bigger arms or shoulders or bench pressing more, whatever it may be. Um, so, going off of that, focusing on those daily goals over time will get you closer to the big goal. So that's short term, keeping you in it to get you to the long term. But on the days where you're not feeling it, remembering that long term goal is really what's going to keep you in it. So focusing on eating consistently, eating meals at regular times, going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, and actually completing your planned workouts are those short term goals that will lead to the bigger goal of why you got into training, which all of these will lead to what is more importantly a lifestyle that you actually enjoy more. Because why adopt training into your life if it's going to make your life worse? That doesn't make sense. So, ideally, this should improve all aspects of your life. Um, and let me explain how. So, training is going to lead to better performance in my opinion, all areas of life. This is in my own experience. So once you start working out, you will feel better physically. That should be obvious. Number two, you will most likely make better eating choices. Even if you don't try to, you probably will start eating better. You will also more likely go above and beyond in daily tasks and just feel more confident about yourself and your skills and abilities to do things. For example, you might perform better at work. And if you perform better at work, maybe you're going to choose to surround yourself with different people at work. And if you're surrounding yourself with different people, maybe those people are going to lift you up more and you just feel more confident with yourself and your ability to do things. Um, if you're somebody who hasn't exercised, or sorry, if you're somebody who has exercised before and has taken time off, you have probably noticed certain changes in your life. Maybe you notice you started slacking in other areas of your daily routine. Maybe you started going to bed later and waking up at random times. Or maybe you started eating whatever you wanted and just thought, well, I'm not training right now, so it doesn't really matter. Uh, could be you're just in a worse mood throughout the day and don't interact with people the same. Your confidence level drops, your attitude just drops, and it's just not as good. You're just not as good of a person to be around. Um, you know, these are just things maybe you've noticed. If you're someone who's trained and has taken time off, you've noticed these things. You've probably noticed at least one of those things before. I know I certainly have. Um, and if you're someone who has never exercised before and you can relate to these things, like these are things that you currently deal with and you do not exercise, then maybe it's time to start making some changes. The great thing is that these are all compounding events that you get a return on the investment that you put in, and it compounds, just like compounding interest. So, for example, there's a saying out there, I don't know who it's from, but I've heard it before. It's if you do walk around the block a day, then you'll start eating an apple a day. And then if you start eating an apple a day, um, you'll go to work happier. And if you go to work happier, you start talking to people differently at work. And because you're talking differently to people at work and in a more positive way, you perform better at work. And what happens when you perform better at work? You most likely get a raise or a promotion. And if you get a raise or promotion, maybe you come home from work happier and you're more enjoyable to be around for your spouse or your kids. Or if you don't have that, maybe your friends, maybe you get rid of some friends who weren't really friends. And because you have new friends now, maybe they push you to do more things that you didn't do before. And because you're doing more things you didn't do before, um, you're just accomplishing more. And you could see this is just a full circle that goes all the way around where your health improves, you make more changes, you make more money, you make better relationships. All these things just come full circle. So, like I said, each thing you choose to do, you wake up at the same time every day and you go to bed the same time every day. You go to work, you eat the same meals. Maybe it's not exactly the same meals, but it's the same type of meals specific to your goal. And because you're doing that, you're actually more likely to do the workout that you had planned to do. And because you're actually going to do the workout, you're like, well, I'm actually going to put some effort in because I'm actually doing it. And because you're putting effort in, you're getting results. And because you're getting results, you're more motivated to do other things in your life. And just everything just compounds and gets better. So I believe that the more people who can create a healthy lifestyle and push themselves physically and mentally, the more other people will be encouraged to do the same. So it's not just about you getting there, it's for people who already do this and know how good it already feels. You know what I'm talking about, but maybe you can bring someone up and help them to get there as well, because it's not just about working out and like these people who don't work out and they look at you like, oh, that's great, you work out and eat this way and whatever. It's like they just don't, they haven't experienced what it's like to get in a good routine, feel super good physically, mentally. You go to bed tired, you wake up rested if you get enough sleep, and your days actually just feel good and you look forward to doing things. Um, yeah, so this is why I created a lifestyle around lifting, is to improve all aspects of my life, and I did this accidentally, and now I just want to pass it along and hopefully encourage somebody to start making the small changes that will lead to the big result at the end. So, that being said, Look at what you can change tomorrow. Start doing it. And then do something else.